Alright, how's it going, David? Thanks for being part of DGI in our online lessons. Sorry it's taken some time for me to get back to you. I've been overseas in China doing some disc golf teaching, but I'm catching up on all these online lessons, and you're the first one that I'm getting to. So, we're going to jump right into this. I watched your video good little bit of times. I decided to use this camera angle right here because I can point out footwork and kind of upper body position, which I think are the two things that I think are going to help you gain some distance. So as you can see, I got your video here on the left, my video over here on the right. We're going to be scrolling through these and checking them out. I can tell you do have what I would say is a fairly common problem, and what I look for when building distance is this last step right here. I don't think you have a problem in your first couple steps, but what I would suggest first of all is body position. So first thing would be you can kind of see my body position here. So as I'm pulling through, I can notice in this throw that you have your fairly straight up and down, and I noticed that as a consistency across all the throws that you sent over to me. You want to lean over just a little bit because you're going to be a lot more powerful in that power stance, to where your gravity is a lot tighter and you're not standing up and down. So you'll feel a lot quicker if you just lean over just a little bit. I call it nose over toes. Pretty obviously you're keeping your head leaned over, back arch slightly, just like a baseball player or a golfer, just getting in that power stance. The next thing, which is a very common problem a lot of people have whenever it comes to sending online lessons, is this motion right here. What happens is a lot of people, and we're going to circle this upper body here, so what happens is that upper body continues forward with this step. It's very important. Very, very important, because what happens is your leg will actually brace for impact right here. I can see it. Boom. Your knee is it's bracing for that upper body weight, and notice how your upper body is so far out in front of where your leg is whenever it touches the ground right here. So you're in the circle, out of circle, bracing for impact on that front leg, and then pulling through, picking up that back leg and pulling through, and your front foot doesn't really have too much rotation. So this is going to be a fairly different concept, but it's going to really load your hips, and that's really the goal after I've watched your video. So the goal is to twist this foot right here. Notice this foot. I'm going to kind of scroll through the whole throw real quick. Notice how it's toe, heel planted. Notice the foot is still rotated, and then it's going to open up when the disc comes through. When that toe is rotated all the way back, the hips stay rotated too as well. So let's put this foot in relation to the hips here. So notice coming through, foot is still rotated, hips are still loaded right there. Notice how they're not pointing towards the target or opening up at all. I'm halfway through. Now this back hip is opening up, and now the disc is coming out, and the hip is right behind that, and that's where that lower body weight comes from. We're going to take that and put that into your throw now. So what you need to work on is rotate this foot. Get it to where you're planting on your toe. You want to keep this upper body loaded on this back leg here. What that's going to do is really situate that upper body on that back leg, and then you're going to take away the weight from planting here. So notice that heel is already on the ground on your plant foot. All your weight is forward. Your hips are already open towards the target, and now you're just throwing with your arm from here forward. And that's a reason why you're stuck at the distance plateau that you're at right now. So rotate that plant foot, load up on that back leg here, and almost pause a little bit more and allow that body to be situated on that back knee to where you can explode pulling through. And then once you add the body position that I was talking about, to where you're leaning over just a little bit, you'll be able to get in a much more powerful position, which means you're going to be picking up more distance. So I think that those steps right there are really going to help you pick up some distance. Feel free, share this video online, see what everybody thinks. I really think that's going to help pick you up some distance. Let me know how it goes practicing on the course. And once again, thanks for being a part of Disc Golf Instruction. Sorry for the long wait, but I hope that this can help you practice over the off season and improve your game going into next year. Good luck.